Good day, everyone. This is Dude, along with
Tommy, hello. And today we are looking at and building the Sembo Block Florist set number 611068. This is a TV, and it has a succulent growing out of it. I'm not sure what type. They kind of look like grapes to me, so I'm just going to call them grapes.
That's that old type of TV which had that very solid click when you turn the knob.
And the big heavy button to go chunk.
Yeah.
And let's see, just out of curiosity. Oh,
No
I
stickers.
don't have stickers.
Nope. None of these appear so. At least none so far.
I was half expecting it for the TV screen at least.
Well, the
I
camera
have
one.
no complaint.
The camera one we did not have a sticker for the camera either. If you remember.
True.
It was a printed piece.
And it's probably in here somewhere. Yep.
Yep.
And then here's part of the back.
Yeah. Yield test pattern.
Yes.
Back in my day, we had 13 channels if you were lucky.
Yeah. And folks who are older than us listen to that and go, ha! We had 4.
And they were for radio.
Yeah. And everybody watch the same shows as us. We talked around the water cooler type of stuff.
Yep.
Which was the fashion at the time.
Oh. No, don't
After
talk
time-
about the onions.
I was just about to say. After fastening onions to their belts.
If you get for reference, good for you. It's a good joke. If you don't get for reference, make a guess. But there, I've done my YouTuber duty and tried to get people to comment.
If you don't know, take a guess. Hard mode, don't use Google.
Yes. Extremely hard mode. Without using Google, exact episode and date of airing. For someone out there who could do that, that's the
Yes.
scary part.
Oh, I have no doubt someone could. This looks a little different than the normal
3.
flower, base for Legos and such. So, yeah. This should be interesting.
Yes. Oh, another printed piece. The jacks in the back of the TV.
Which,
Oh, this was a fancy TV. It had the RCA connector and a coaxial.
let's see. Here we are. As I start building. Oop.
Oh, sorry.
Some of those might be helpful to...
Sorry. Keep playing tiddlywinks with them and flipping them again. It's not intended. Also, I don't know how to play tiddlywinks, which is even more confusing.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's definitely going to be helpful already. Is having these.
I remember my grandparents had a TV that looked very similar to this design in their kitchen. Had rabbit ears. So, it picked up the local news and channels, so you know, your CBS, your ABC,
Yeah.
and Fox.
My grandmother had a similar. Well, my grandmother on my mother's side had a very similar TV that I recall watching. We used to watch Matlock.
Ah. Yeah, that was and my grandparents, that was the kitchen TV for when people were chatting around a cup of coffee. Or my grandparents were having supper.
Yeah.
Because they called it supper, not dinner.
My grandmother and I would watch Matlock and bake cookies.
Ah. Yes, and my grandparents had their big TV, which I remember, especially when I was sick,
Oh, I'll fix that in a sec.
because my grandparents were so close by. If I was sick, it's kind of like, oh, I'll spend time there and watching Price is Right with Bob Barker.
Bob Barker, for many of person of our generation, the
A legend.
a legend and the friendly face on TV while we were homesick from school.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, there are a lot of steps in this step. That was being added in this step and not a previous one, just to be clear.
That would have been useful earlier, though.
Yeah, it would have been useful earlier, but... Let's see here. There's the round piece, there's the round piece. Oh, derp. Spin that around, you silly.
Yeah.
So you got ahead of yourself.
Oh well. It was easily corrected.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Now, it's interesting just how different this build is shaping up, even though it's a very similar shape to the camera build.
True.
The steps look very different.
Hey, I think you built from the bottom first. With the feet.
Yes.
But yeah.
The claw.
He. Ah.
Ooh. The
It
claw.
has chosen you. Wow. Toy Story. I still love that scene. That's a second reference we've made of that, and not that short a time. Or not that long a time. There we go.
Yeah.
Dude might be a little tired and getting things backwards.
Ah, here we are. I think. Yes.
Nope, sorry. Now I remember back in my day, you could go to the local convenience store and buy a can of soda for $0.25. And we called quarters because they were quarters.
Yeah.
Bad joke.
Going along the lines of the same joke we were making earlier.
Yes. But no, calling up some of the convenience stores around here. It's kind of like, oh, we'll sell you a can of soda from the cooler for a quarter. Yeah, they were making maybe a penny or two profit at that time. But it's going, oh, that gets you in.
Yeah. Loss leaders.
Yes.
Aren't they fun?
Uh-huh.
Nowadays, folks might better recognize, say, the Costco rotisserie chicken or something
Yes.
as a loss leader type of item. Yeah, they're losing money on that, but they got you in the door.
Uh-huh.
That's all they wanted.
Yep. And now sodas are just expensive. Also, I've stopped drinking sodas for the most part. Yay, tea. And hey, it's helped me lose a good bit of weight, so... Yay, tea.
Let's see here. Did I... Okay, no, I didn't skip a step or anything.
And that's the one downside about these sets. There are a lot of instructions per set per step number.
It's like when you have those like easy 5-step recipes or something like that. You'll get multiple steps per step.
Yeah. This easy 5-step recipe. Well, if you're doing 12 different items for step 2, it's not really a 5-step recipe, is it?
Or 30-minute meal. Okay, now start caramelizing your onions. Yeah. Yeah. Onions will not caramelize in half an hour.
Not well.
Not well.
You can fry them in half an hour.
You can fry them in half an hour, but caramelizing?
Proper caramelization, yeah.
Yeah, I keep missing little bits here.
Yeah, what we're good at doing is actual recipe time.
Yeah.
So we get like a nice sweet onion, like a Valdalia. We clean them up, take out off the outer skin, take off the root end, chop them into quarters, and then put them into a mandolin. So we get nice, thin, even slices.
Yes, that is a key point.
Do that to 3 pounds later, you have cleared out your sinuses as you're crying repeatedly from onion.
Where on earth?
What you looking for?
I guess it must be one of these because I can't find a gray one. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so you get a lot of thinly sliced onion. You put it into a pan, a little bit of salt, and you slowly just heat them up on starting at medium to medium low. And it will take about an hour to 2 hours to get the moisture out, and you'll see it slowly shrink down, and then it will start turning to a nice golden color, and then somewhere towards that hour or even 2 hour, depending on the amount of onion, is what it really depends on, it'll start turning into a onion jam, essentially, which then you can jar and use for multiple things.
Yes.
Including shortcuts for other recipes.
Yes. Once you've already put the time in on the caramelized onions, that gets you a lot of places.
True. Now, yes, it takes a lot of time to do. But
That's flavor building for you.
the rewards from doing that, that's come from someone who normally doesn't really care for onions in general. I still put them in things, it's just, yeah, if they're the main star, no. This is one of the few times where I'm like, no, it can be the main star, it's good. And that's how you make an onion jam.
Yes.
That or you give it a guitar, one of the two. Teaching it to play is the hard part though, and it's usually just easier to do the sauteing and reducing them down. I never said I was sane.
Here we go.
Oh, I see. This is a tube-based TV. That's
would
even
se-
more rare.
yeah. That's a
I know. It's the joke of saying, oh, these are the vacuum tubes instead of a standard cathode ray tube CRT monitor, or television in this case. But hey, they had lower latency than modern LEDs.
yeah. Come on. There we go. Here's the front.
Hey,
That's pretty much a dead ringer for
yeah.
old TVs looking at that. I bring in these sides.
This is another one. If you just were going, oh, I want the TV more than I wanted the plant,
Yeah,
you could just finish up the TV build, take off the plant, and you have a little brick-built TV with nice printing. What do you need me to do?
I will ask you to put these three together.
Not a problem.
2, 3. I have 3 to do in white.
I have a feeling you'll need to do that for all of them, huh?
I have a feeling as well. I'm just not as certain on. Okay, I'm reading ahead in the directions, and I do not need to mix and match colors.
Oh, good.
So that was my concern.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't need to mix and match them in this sense, if that makes.
Yeah. You get all the ones where it's kind of like, oh, and now you need to put a backer onto all your main flowers. Come on, yellow pieces. Play nice. Yellow, it did not want to play nice.
Of course it didn't. It's yellow.
Yeah.
And this goes in the center of that.
Very simple step. Rounded. Flower one by one. Done.
Yep, it's just very repetitive.
Yep.
And it's very much appreciated when someone else will do it for you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, this is... A lot of those are needed, huh?
And I can only assume that I'm doing this in the manner that they want me to do this. Because the image is not very clear.
Gotcha. Again, it's a very busy picture on both directions.
Yes, if you can suss out how this direction is supposed to work, please let me know.
Yeah, that is busy.
And when I say suss out, I mean which colors are supposed to go where. Ah.
The answer is yes and not at me. You know, just because I accidentally dropped pieces at you last time we did one of these doesn't mean you need to do the same to me. It was an accident last time. I said I was sorry.
There we go. So, our first bunch of grapes is done.
Yes.
Because, again, that's the best I can describe it as. Alright.
There we go. I helped. Yay.
Thank you. Now, these ones are a little easier to follow the direction on. They want me to do this twice.
Remember when there were actually good cartoons on Saturday morning? I mean, good as in you had two choices.
Yeah, you had your choice of Channel A or Channel B.
Uh-huh. But you still were looking forward to those cartoons on Saturday morning.
Yep. And some of us who were ambitious tried to catch glimpses of both cartoons. We'd wait for one to go to commercial and then quickly go to the next channel.
Yeah. Didn't always work out well, but we tried.
There was an attempt.
Yes.
Come on. You ever think they should have had this step before?
Worst case, use the tweezers.
There we go. And then these little urchin looking pieces
Go on top.
go on top, and then they get decorated.
Of course, that was also one way to get us to get up really early on Saturday morning to see that one show you really wanted to see, because it came on at 6:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Why did the Weird Al show come on at 6:30 a.m.? Oh. That just happened to be one of them I could remember in particular. Came on way too freakishly early. And don't throw pieces at yourself, Kami.
There we go. Let's see here. The next row up should be the...
That one just keeps wanting to fire off, huh?
Yeah, it does. I think it's just the construction method more than anything, but...
Yeah.
There's that little bunch. It's connected to one of these. So this part of the build definitely resembles the camera.
Yes. Want me to work on that as you work on the next flower? You
I
got
got
it.
it slightly, if you could continue adjusting that, please.
Kami says that she pretty much already had it in place, just adjusting the pieces just a little. Back at TV.
Then this one should be good, and then I need the other. Here it is. The bundle of grapes does not want to cooperate.
Careful.
Even when there isn't a bundle of grapes on it at that moment. Grapes.
Yeah.
Well, that might be why we're not getting a signal.
Yeah. Rabbit ears were replaced with vegetation.
Yes.
It's not notorious for picking up any good channels. You think it'd pick up like HGTV or something? No. Very sad. At least you can pick up PBS.
Yes. PBS, where you watch many a good cooking show and
Yeah.
many a nature documentary.
And Sesame Street. That's the one thing that has not changed. Sesame Street is still available, although it's first shown on HBO.
That's not what I'm getting distracted.
Sorry.
not by HBO or anything, just
Good old home box office.
come on. There we go. All right. Then we want to connect it to this. Which, if it cooperates, it doesn't seem to want to. I need to get it into the base of the... There we go.
I assisted ever so slightly by holding it a little steadier.
Thank you.
Yay!
Come on. Something about the way they want this was raising questions in my mind there. Ah, here's the antenna.
Yeah, now we can watch the proper channels.
That could have been better. That could have been worse. Try the other way. With the other side. Okay, that's still tight.
Yep.
The antenna. We are not yet done.
No, still have the back to put together.
Yes.
Make it so you're not reaching over your own arm.
Appreciate it. Then
And those wouldn't be the speakers, that's just vents.
yes.
It's like they generate a lot of heat.
And I believe we are done.
And I will say, again, another one of those going, yeah, you take away the plant and it's a fantastic little retro build of its own.
Yes.
And I love how it even has the jacks.
Yes.
Hold on. No. There we go. Quickly, give me some aluminum foil to extend it.
To extend the range.
Oh, very cute indeed.
Yes. So, thank you very much for joining us today. We hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.